Good morning, brave awake ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics. You have to excuse me. I'm still coming out of a activation that started like the moment I finished my healing circle yesterday, Saturday the 16th at 6 p.m. Finished that, which was very interesting to say the very least. This is Sunday morning and I'm guided to make this video to share my activation experience and energy waves coming in and symptoms. I know I haven't made one of these in a while, but before I even start, this is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, supporters. Thank you, Patreons. Okay, but before I even start, I was guided to show you guys the sky above me. I was heard show them the stillness of the sky as a sign. Okay, so here's the sky. It is Sunday. I'm on the East Coast, Miami Beach area. Here is the sky. This is the area I was guided to show you guys. Not gonna move. Whatever happens, happens. If it's shaking, it's because I'm shaking like crazy still. Very, very shaky. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, that was the stillness of the sky that I was supposed to show you guys. Whatever that means. The sky does look extremely interesting. Okay, a lot happened. And it has to do with, again, the quote-unquote time we're in right now is extremely important. I'm going to do my best to explain all of this information in the 30 minutes I have to record it. It has a lot to do with this. This is, I'm sorry again, I'm so, whew. This is a mandala, okay? And in it you will see, this is why I was guided to do this one. Those of you, I did a Yantra. This is a Yantra. I did this a few videos back, okay? You'll see the picture of it if you're guided to do the meditation. And you see the white light in there? Two beautiful birds just flew over me, little ones. This is what I'll be focusing on. Okay. By the way, I'm a certified holistic health nurse, medical empathic intuitive, light worker Sherpa, forerunner, author, spiritual counselor, guide. Okay. This we're looking at, this white light coming from this yantra is referred to, what my oversoul referred to it as, it is the Samvatra. It is the Samvatra, which is the fire of the Kali Yuga. It's the Kali Yuga fire. That is what my oversoul said. The Kali Yuga fire, the Samvata, the Kali Yuga fire. And we are in the time of getting to the Kali Yuga. I don't have the time nor the energy to explain all of that. It has to do with Hindu prophecy on these times, okay? Look it up. Again, don't be lazy. Don't need to, you don't need to be spoon-fed. I'm giving you the basic information here that you can go on, all right? I'm giving you what I'm guided to give you. Now, the vision that was shown to me, again, so I apologize for this drawing. This is the drawing. I'm going to try to explain it to you. This is basically the heart of God. I was told the heart of God. The and I was told the pulse of God was going to, this is the heart of God. Think of it as the center of the universe. Okay, the universal divine center sun, which my oversoul referred to as the heart of God, and these rays coming out is the pulse of God, and this is our sun opening up to channel the pulse of God to us here. Think of this as on Gaia. Now, this represented me, okay? And this is like the wave of the pulse coming in, and which was the Kali Yuga fire, as my oversoul referred to as we know in English as the solar flash, the solar pulse, the big solar flash, okay, the biggest one yet to come. So these are unawakened. These represent unawakened people, okay? And this represents me. I was shown how I'm going to transform into my true light body form, my final true light body form for this soul evolution period. So, but this refers to all of us, okay? So I was just shown me because it's my oversoul showing me, but I'm translating. I was guided how to translate it so it could relate to everyone. So think of, this is me, but think of this as awakened people, okay? People who are awakened, people who have hit that 51% mark. And these are the unawakened, all right? Now the wave washes over. It literally showed like a wave. It was a thick smoke wave, but it was white, this pure bright white. Washes over, right? And it envelops us, but it takes out those who are unawakened, unevolved, under the 51% mark of service to others. And it washes them away. Okay, so that's the diagram. This is the heart of God, the pulse of God coming through our sun, washing over us. And this represents the ones who are to ascend. And this represents those who are to be washed away by the wave, consumed by the fire. Okay? When they say that the earth will be destroyed by fire, this is it. It's not a literal fire. The dark ones are trying to make it a literal fire and get us to think that way, but it's not. This is the fire that they cannot withstand. This is the fire that's going to wash them away. Okay, and I was just shown they washed away, and those who withstood the fire were transformed into their true light body form. All right. All right, now that I did that diagram. Okay, now I've been experiencing serious activations since last week, okay? But it's like, I didn't share them because I'm like, they were just so intense. All the stuff I was going through was just beyond intense. So, especially with my soul star family and everything. Using that energy coming in to do certain things to me. Now, this period we're going through right now, okay. It started last week. Gosh, I wish I had my calendar because I actually wrote it down. It started last Sunday. Whatever last Sunday was, it started last Sunday, okay? Today's the 17th of February, 2019. Started last Sunday. That was this period, and it's like, this period, it's called the soul purification period. And it's basically getting our bodies ready for the spring equinox. The spring equinox is when we'll be expecting that the pulse of God to come through. That is when the pulse of God is going to come through from the heart of God. Okay? Jesus. Over the canal, I'm seeing one of those people with those freaking doggy strollers. I'm sorry. We're going to discuss that later. So that's going to come through. And it comes through in three cycles. It's like 3 rinse cycles I'm seeing. Showing me like, 3 rinse, the washing machine where you have the 2 rinse cycles. Think of this as 3 rinse cycles, and we're in a washing machine. God knows I feel like I'm in a freaking washing machine right now. So it's purification periods, right? I cannot give exact dates on these purification periods because depending on where you are on your evolutionary soul cycle, I mean, we're all going to be experiencing these 3 wash cycles, these 3 rinse cycles, purification periods. It started last week and up until we received the pulse of God, which is the, oh God, here comes the shaking again, which is the spring equinox. Oh yeah. Just to let you look at this. If you guys see that, look at this. My leg is just like jerking and twitching and doing whatever the heck it feels like it whenever the pulses come through. It actually, that's calm compared to what I just showed you just towards the end, because it was just like, all right, whatever. So those 3 rinse periods we're going through started last week. We just went through one. I don't know. It's like it would be intense and then it would slow down. It'd be intense, it'd be slowed down. But we're going through 3 rinse periods up until the spring equinox, okay? Which is, I think, March 21st. And that is the Western Hemisphere, okay? I know it's not the spring equinox on the other side of the world, okay? That's just up here, okay? So for you guys, what is it? Fall? Doesn't matter. It just has to do with the energy coming through, the pulse coming through, okay? Just think, what is it, March 21st, around that time? It's between March 21st and April 1st. I might as well just give you dates, okay? Between March 21st and April 1st is when you're going to experience that pulse of God, okay? That is when you're going to experience it. To what intensity depends on to how open your channels are and where you are in your soul evolutionary process. Does it start exactly, you're going to stand there exactly on the 21st of March and be like, okay, this is it? You might feel a little bit before. You might be feeling it a little bit afterwards, say the 25th or whatever. But between that time is when you're going to, the portal opens up fully on the 21st of March, okay? So 2019, just in case you guys watch this video another year and it's not 2019. Just so you can know, have a time reference, whatever. So these 3 rinse cycles we're going through, soul purification periods, it's literally to release your bones down to your cellular structure of old programming that has gone on for millennia, that has gone on through all the lifetimes you experience, and even generational blockages. That is what's being cleaned out of you. Yeah, for you to be able to withstand the pulse of God that is coming through, okay? Sorry to be all over the place. I'm doing my best because I'm trying so hard to Again, the twitching in the muscles is starting again. So I'm just trying to incorporate all this energy and dealing with my own ascension, okay? My own rinse cycle right now, which is mighty intense. Okay, the side effects, vision. Again, that grainy feeling in your vision going in and out, blurriness, and ultra extreme sharpness and blurriness again. So that's going to be happening a lot. I've been having a lot of itchiness in my upper chest area. I have a it feels like a cheese grater on my neck and chest. It's been going on for a couple of weeks, actually, that horrible feeling. But the itchiness started last week. Intense itchiness up in this area. That's what I've been going through. Skin itchiness, your bones hurting. It was to a point where I couldn't even move my fingers, and it's like it waits till I do the work I need to do during the day, and it hits me around 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night, and then it's like my fingers literally start crippling up, like I feel them shriveling up. My bones start to hurt. And then I have to wrap myself in like 10 blankets because it's such a bone chill. It literally feels like crystallizing. I'm turning into ice. That's what it literally feels like for me. I even feel it down to my teeth, my hair even. Every part of me feels it. So that the bone feeling, the cold feeling, but you could like feel hot in between, super hot, where it's profusely sweating, where you feel like you're going to melt all of a sudden. You could have that also. Again, I'm just trying to do my best to give as many signs and symptoms, to try and make it as generalized as possible, because of course we all experience it differently. Okay, if you're not experiencing what I'm experiencing, that's because you're not me. If I'm not experiencing what you're experiencing, because I'm not you. Okay, we're all different. People get very, very trapped and stuck in certain things, you know, and they get really upset. I don't understand that. Okay, also, third eye activation, even more third eye activation. For some people who are just, their third eye, their pineal gland is just blossoming, blooming, bursting open. Mine did a while ago, many years back. You will start, you will start seeing a blue sphere. You'll start seeing blue lights. You'll see sparks of light with your eyes open, actually. Okay, that is your third eye. And the way my oversoul described it was, with your third eye, you're seeing, it's your great seeing eye that penetrates the veils. Your great seeing eye that penetrates the veils. So that's why you're seeing the sparks and everything, and sacred geometry, all of that. The dimensions are opening up for you. How cool is that? The dimensions are literally opening up for you. Don't be surprised if things start looking like they're not solid. I've been going through that for years. And during times where you just see, even if it's the most minuscule of vibrations, you will see things just like I see everything for years have been vibrating for me, everything. And in times of huge waves, I'm scared to even put my feet on the floor because I feel I'm going to fall through the floor. And also, you will feel a vortexy feeling in your body. You will seriously feel your chakras swirling. Like yesterday, my root chakra and sacral chakra, which are merged, just swirling and vibrating, swirling and vibrating. And then I feel the vortex coming up and the vortex coming down, the swirling and vibrating, and they meet in the middle of my heart, and then they expand out. It was, child. Again, everybody has different extents and different severities, lack of a better word, that you're going to be feeling this stuff, and how far along you are. Because like if you're like my daughter, you know, I'm not picking on the kid, but if you're like her, who is someone who's not a light worker, but you are ascending, but you know, I call it minimal to maximum ascension, because I follow Hermetics. It's like everything's on a scale. But, you know, if you make it right over that mark, you're still ascending. But it's not going to be like, my ascension is extremely different from her ascension, you know. Different levels, you know, because your soul has nothing to do with a hierarchy. Get over yourself, okay? That's your ego being scared when you start spouting hierarchy nonsense. Has to do, everybody's soul age is different, plain and simple, just like your earth age, okay? There's no, that's the best analogy I could use. You're gonna get mad because somebody's older than you? Okay, I talked about the root chakra, the chakras, the vortex feeling in your body with the chakras, third eye, pineal gland, yeah, skin and bones, vision, change in appetite. Of course, that's always a big one. You're changing appetite, changing times that you eat, changing the foods that you eat. Try to keep to high vibrating foods, you know, try to do raw as much as possible. And I know many people say, I can't afford to buy my own foods. You know, young people, or even if you're older, whatever, I can't afford to buy my own foods. I have to eat what my family cooks. Okay, but you also don't have to drink the soda. You could drink water. You don't. You could drink water. There are many modifications you could do. Many modifications you could do that doesn't include, you know, making your body more toxic. And when it comes to water, try to get purified water, reverse osmosis water. Go into a supermarket. Many of the supermarkets is where I get my reverse osmosis water, because the one in my condo is not working, that I paid a fortune for. They have those big machines that do the reverse osmosis. You can fill up a gallon jug for 50 cents. Come on now. There are ways to get around it. You know, excuses, they're getting kind of thin and tired, okay? So there are ways to get around it when you have to eat what your family cooks. And if you're that controlled by your family, where you could say, no, I'm not drinking that soda, or no, that's really bad beef. I know it's not free grazing, you know, beef on organic stuff. You know, I'm not going to eat that. I will give me extra portions of some vegetables, even if they're, you know, non-organic vegetables, whatever, you know. Make modifications. It's up to you, you know, how you want to deal with your own ascension process. I'm not here to tell you how to do anything. I'm just here to serve as a guide and an example. That's it. That's all. I'm not here to debate with you. I can't stand when people try to debate with me in the comments or send me, yeah, but you don't understand, but I don't care. It's your life. Seriously, and I'm saying that out of love, you know? It's like giving somebody advice and they shoot down every bit of advice you give them. It's like, okay, well then do you, boo? Okay, okay, so again, we're going through this rinse cycle, purification soul, which is a purification soul period, and there's 3 waves of it. We just went through 1 wave. We're all experiencing these waves differently. Again, I'm not going to tell you my clock and my calendar on how my body's doing my exact dates, which I know, but here's a sign that my oversoul gave me. I'm like, how do I know? Okay, now I know why they told me to show you guys the sky, the stillness of the sky. Okay, thank you. So I won't have to make a video too. The stillness of the sky is referring to the spraying that they're doing, because for a few days last week, yesterday they did the big X over my car, right over my car when I was coming out. There it was, right in front of my car when I was going to my book signing. But I had to show you the skies today because the skies are going to be cleared, or clear. The stillness of the sky means the spraying. That's what it's referring to. When you see them heavily spraying, because they are running, I said this past video, they're running low on chemicals to spray. They're running low on their spray. So they're conserving it to do different blasts when they know the wave is coming in heavier. That is what they're doing, to block the sun as much as possible. That's why you won't see it all over the place. They'll spray it where they know it's going to drift over and cover the sun at a particular time. They're very meticulous. They know when it's going to drift over. They know when that's going to happen. So that is what you have to watch out for. When you know they're doing that, that is when you know big waves are coming in. Thank you. You know, they're giving themselves away and helping us in the process. The higher you vibrate, the less it's going to affect you. Again, a good thing to be taking is your activated charcoal, your spirella and chlorella mix. That's what I do, spirella and the chlorella, or chlorella or spirella and the activated charcoal, and lots and lots and lots and lots of purified water to cleanse out your body. Okay, and if you're still smoking or vaping, baby, I gotta tell you, you're really making your body toxic. And something happened to my daughter 2 weeks ago, and I was like, please do something, because I can't stop her anymore when it comes to her toxifying her body, you know, with the vaping and the smoking nonstop. Because I saw the damage it was doing. Something happened. She ended up in the emergency room, and now she's like, I'm like, okay, are you done? Did you hit rock bottom yet in toxifying your body? And she's like, yeah, I realized I can't afford to do that anymore. So she stopped cold turkey. She had to. So thank God, because that means she'll be vibrating high enough to take in these waves. You know? Ugh. So yeah, I gotta tell you guys, the smoking has got to stop. The smoking and the vaping. And alcohol drinking. I mean, we were discussing last night, even wine drinking, you know. Wine drinking is not bad. It's not that bad at all. But as light workers, the way you metabolize it, I had one glass of wine that left me drunk for 2 days. Literally, left my ass drunk for 2 days. So our bodies don't metabolize alcohol well at all, and will slow down your activations, basically. It'll just slow down your activations. Yeah, one thing I forgot to bring up as the signs and symptoms of this soul purification rinse cycle periods that we're going through to prepare us for the end of March, beginning of April, is emotions. You'll be feeling all these strange, weird emotions that maybe you thought you got rid of, but it's like all of a sudden it's coming up again. You know, just again, be the conscious observer. That is the best advice I can give. Conscious observing. Now I only have a few minutes left, so I really want to cover this. If you guys look at my community page, you will see the 2 videos that links that I put up for this certain show. I'm going to spell it out, BOSSBABY, because I don't want this video to get blocked. That movie, I put a couple of clips that are very, very important up, and if you go, you'll see they both were taken down, right? I put up one, it was taken down. The next day I put it up again, and it was taken down again. But if you go to the original channels where they came from, they're still there. Even though my channel says, oh, video is not for public view. BS. And I've checked, there's plenty of people who put up those videos, but then they said, oh, look at this, is the cutest thing, when all I said was they're exposing themselves. They show what they're doing, you know. Not for nothing, dark ones, you know, why you mad? You're the ones who put it out there because you're trying to follow the rules, right? So you shouldn't be mad if somebody clocks you for it. You know, you've been clocked. That's it. Why you gagging so? You know, why you gagging? Why you tripping? All right, just because I called your asses out. You put it out there for us to know, so I put it out there. Okay? And let's just say Forever Dog. Okay? And the main villain's character's reason for what he is doing. If you track those videos down, you will see how they completely expose Lucifer's plan. The Luciferian Plan. That's what it's all about. It's literally carte blanche, straight up telling you the Luciferian Plan. It's so right there. So You know, I don't know why they're gagging so. They're the ones who put it out there. So yeah, I hope that I explained as much as possible. So just, you know, do your best to prepare your body and everything like that by meditation, praying, connecting with Gaia's heart. Clear crystals will help. I was told just to use my clear crystals, like your clear crystal quartz. And if you have Merkaba, Herkimer diamonds, right? Yeah, I have one. They're kind of expensive, but you know, use your clear crystal quartz if you have it. That's very, the clarity is what it's all about. Meditate with that, carry it in your pocket, put it on a necklace, whatever it is you want to do with it. Again, keep your eye on the sky, because they're literally showing you when the big waves are coming through, when the waves are actually coming through, when they start spraying the sky heavily. Okay, so at least today I know I have a breathe. I just finished with the major download. Yesterday they sprayed extremely heavy and started with a nice big X to say, hey, we got you, girl. We know you're there, right? Dark ones. It's like, okay, thanks for your signal. So keep an eye on the sky for that. And yeah, it's nothing to fear. When it comes to your loved ones, it's not about being scared and trying to pressure them into doing anything. It's just about sending them love, you know, and trying to help them along their process. Okay, so if you're interested in my services, higherrealmholistics.com. My book is How the Caterpillar Flew, available on all major book retailers. And if you want an autographed copy, order it from my website. And I have meditations on Saturdays, meditation, activation, tapping. Sorry, trying to control the twitching. On Saturdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cutting cords, letting go, getting through, you know, helping your energy to flow. That's what I've been doing with the healing circles on Saturdays. And Sundays, it's about the Kabbalion, and the 7 Hermetic principles and how to apply them to your life right now in your ascension process. Yeah, and also if you're interested in purchasing meditations and stuff, it's on my website too. You can purchase them too. Alrighty, and to my Patreons, those meditations I already gave them. I give them for free to my Patreons as a thank you, of course. Okay, guys. So again, around the March 21st, let's just say the last week of March. That's even better. From the last week of March. Well, the last week of March to the beginning of April. Could be a little before the last week of March, say a week and a half before the end of March. Spring equinox time for the Western Hemisphere people. I'm sorry, for the Northern Hemisphere people, I should say, not Western Hemisphere. Duh. People don't think I'm dumb. For the Northern Hemisphere people, spring equinox time, okay? Around that time to the beginning of April. End of March to beginning of April, we're going to be shot through, okay? Peace, Lady V out. We already got this.